Hey folks, well, bit of an impromptu video. I've been at home the last couple of days, managed to break a rib. I broke it, well, 2 weeks ago, but I didn't know. Leaning into a metal container, and I sort of hurt my rib, and I thought, yeah, no, thought nothing of it. I thought, yeah, it'll be alright in a couple of days. And then Monday I was moving some really big stuff about at work, and it was really painful. Well, we're opening crates with a crowbar, so I ended up going down to accident and emergency and got an x-ray and I got a broken rib. So I've been at home. What I need to do now, well, not what I need to do, but as I'm at home, I'm going to make myself a couple of strops. Because while I've been sat at home, I've sort of got into this carving thing. And I did myself a little gold panning man, little prospector. And I really got into this because I started watching Doug Outdoors. I tried one of his little bears, although mine's smaller than his, and its head looks a bit like a Scotty dog. And I did this little robin, which is going to go on wreath on door when we make it. But I did all this with just this knife, not this beautiful Norwegian knife, but I did all this with this knife. So, and this one was sanded, and this one and 80 grit, and this one had no sanding at all. As you can see, it's quite rough, and I just painted it with some acrylic paint, like. But I've got no strop in the workshop now because I've been in man cave carving, and so I want a strop for down there, I want a strop for up here, and I'm going to make another one out of this bit of MDF flooring that can go in my pack. And all I'm using, people are going to tell me off here, don't use the thin leather. This is just thin leather off it was a chair, and it does work because that's what I've got in my other strop. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to shape this one with a little handle. This one's going to be as it is for in here, nice and wide for chisels and stuff. And that one will go in my pack, as I said. What I'll do is I'm just going to stick them on with double-sided tape, carpet tape, this sort of stuff. Can be changed out then if I need to. This has got some finish on it, so what I'll do is stick it on first, then sand it, and then put me compound on. So all I did with this is I just cut it down and shaped it out. Cut it out you want, anything you've got. I'm lucky I've got a bit of a workshop here, so I've got a bandsaw and stuff like that. And this is all junk, you know what I mean? This is from a chair that went into a skip, so only thing I've had to pay for is tape. I think this is on its third use. And all I'm going to use is this carpet tape. Now this is not my idea. As I say, I've been watching a bit of posts from Doug Outdoors. I've seen some nice strops made as well. These aren't particularly nice, these are practical, you know, I'm just stuff I'm using. Get that as close as I can. Come on. Oh, incidentally, I've got a bit of a lump there. I just give these a quick sand and a clean down with some acetone, just to make sure they're not greasy and dirty, because these have been kicking about in here for ages. Make sure it's flat. Something I've learned here is that a strop is a really important tool for sharpening knives. If you want them to be surgically sharp, say, or for carving sharp, if you've got a knife, get a strop. If you've got a sharpening stone and you use a sharpening stone on stuff, get a strop. You'll be amazed how much difference it makes. Now, obviously, a good edge with a stone is a good working edge for sure. Depends what you're doing. Not that I do much skinning or out like that, you know, or fish or fish gutting. I don't do it here. Used to. But a sharp knife for this carving is fantastic. And for anything else, just a quick strop and brings knife right back into the game. Oh no, missed a bit. Like I say, I'm using smooth side, that's suede side. I haven't tried suede side on this. It's not really heavy suede, you know what I mean? It's really thin leather. So people will say, oh, you shouldn't use that, but the other strop I've made works really well with it, so, and it's what I've got. I wouldn't know where to find it here in Switzerland if I were to go and buy some, like rawhide. And it'd cost me a stupid amount of money, I'm guessing, like everything else here. I've been working with a lot of guys from the States here, and one of them went into a hardware store just to have a look, see how much lawnmowers were, and he found one at over 1,000 francs, $1,000. He was amazed. That's alright. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sand these off to bring, because this has got polish on or whatever, wax, and I'm just going to sand them down. I'll probably put them on a bit of 80 grit, and then I'll show you as I load them up. Just got some 80 grit paper. And all I'm going to do is just clean it down flat, you know. The other one I didn't do this, and sometimes it don't the compound don't sort of stick to it too good, so I should have done that with the other one, but I didn't. So these ones will be better. You see difference, can't you? So I'll not bore you with that. I'll show you when I load them. So I've sanded them. If you ain't got cutting compound, now this is just off a a polishing set, and I've got 2 compounds with it. This is actually not as fine as the white I've got, but this is perfect. This does job perfectly. So, but if you haven't got this or stuff available, that's just car polish, and that'll do exactly the same thing. You don't even have to have leather. You can do it on. You can make a strop from just MDF, normal MDF, and load it up. But I'm going to load this up by heating the actual leather up and putting this on cold in here today. It's about, well, just over freezing, and this has been sat freezing for the last few days. Don't want it to get too hot, so glue from me from my tape releases, but it just goes on a lot easier. Don't have to get it right hot, you know. But it goes on a lot better now I've sanded in it than it did first time with the unsanded material. I like this one just because blade's always going away from me now. Oh, do that. Blade's always going away from me. I'm not pointing blade at me. I find with these I've got to hold it down, but I've got some rubber for this. A chickle of a piece of rubber on bottom. That was sharp already. And that's that. Just got to find somewhere for him to live now. Well, I'm guessing he'll be alright in there. Well, until cold season starts again.